So today we are saying goodbye to the shed. I'd like to tell you that we're pulling it down, we're starting again, we're rebuilding something brand spanking new, but the thing is we're renting the place. So it's not only saying goodbye to the shed, but it's also saying goodbye to the house. Unfortunately, it is time to go. Morning YouTube, Al here from One Man Many Plans, and of course the blog of the same name, onemanmanyplans.com.au. And if you're new to the channel, well, welcome to my shed. If you're not new to the channel, well, welcome to potentially the last time that I'm filming this channel in this shed. Because as I explained at the start of things, unfortunately, it is time to go. Now, the timing wasn't the greatest, and that's no fault of anyone's. We have a lease that runs out in January, and I have been expecting a price increase for the last couple of months. It's just natural here in Australia to kind of brace for that, whether it's 20, 30 bucks, however much it was going to go on. We just took out the Christmas tree in the box here in the shed that's full of various junk and bits and pieces. We just put that up. We put some lights on. My wife is about to jump in the car, take my daughter Sophie to go and get some more baubles. And that's when we got the email that unfortunately the lease was coming to an end, 18th of January next year, but there's no opportunity to extend that because the owner is going to be moving some family in. And we certainly don't have any animosity against them whatsoever for this decision. In fact, I completely understand it as a parent myself. I'm not sure if it's their kids or another family member that's taking advantage of this. But in this current market with real estate and everything else and the lack thereof, I completely get that. It doesn't make it any easier around Christmas time, but that's no fault of anyone's. When we moved here about 3 years ago, we did sign the lease in January, which means every January, we re-sign on, and the place has been absolutely great. And I have really, really enjoyed my time in this shed. Now, yes, it is tiny. It's a very, very small tool shed, if you like. Brick and not much to it. It's full of stuff. All sorts of stuff that I'm going to have to work out what I'm going to do with. There's a lot of construction material that actually came with the house. That's fine. Don't have to touch that. But at the moment, it's full of LPs, like ancient LPs that my wife scored for free. I think she wanted to sell them. We're probably just going to give them to charity or LP fans. It's got my son's remote control stuff in the corner there in various stages of being dismantled and never being put back together again. It's got my airbrush. There we go. That's probably going to go to the bin because it's broken. PC parts, camping equipment, tools, so many tools, bits and pieces. Let's be honest, at capacity, there's barely enough room for me to sit in here and do what I'm doing now, but I've moved enough stuff out over time to at least put a chair and a microphone set up, ready to go, and here we are. Now, it took a little bit of time to get the hang of the sound side of things until I discovered a cord that you could plug into your Samsung. That fixed that. I was going to look at a few lighting issues because of the skylight there. Currently in Albury, it is pouring down again, so you might hear a bit of rain sound going on the roof. It's lovely when you're working in here and the rain's out there and you're not getting wet, let me tell you. So I was looking at lighting options. Now that doesn't seem to be much of an issue because, of course, we are looking for a new place to live. And that's the nuts and bolts of it. So this is the last time, potentially the last time, that I will be doing anything in this shed. And I just wanted to thank you for checking out all the work that I've done in here. I've had an absolute ball. I've brewed beer here. I've repaired computers here. I've fixed things around the house. I've done some general tooling about. I've reorganized it about 50 million times. It's never clean. There is stuff everywhere. But I certainly am going to miss it. Great times in here, and I filmed a lot of content in here. At the moment, we are looking for a new place, and therein comes that other part, those times and experiences that I've had so often of moving places for various reasons, usually for work. Sometimes a real estate agent will just go, unfortunately, they don't want to extend the lease or they don't bump the price up too high. So we've been down this is not our first rodeo when it comes to moving house, and undoubtedly, because we're renting for quite some time, it probably won't be our last one too. But it's all just coming flooding back, all of that, those house inspections that you do, and looking at things and working out areas, and is this close to school, and is this close to work, and how far do we have to drive the kids? Can the kids jump on their bikes and go to school from here? Can I walk to work from here? Are we close to shops? Are we close to supermarkets? All of those things. And then getting into the nitty-gritty of particular places. We only found out yesterday, but we've been super busy, hitting the ground running, even though we've got, over about a month and a half to get things up and running. we've been checking out various houses and applying to have a look at it. We were going to have a look at a place down the road coming up this afternoon until I looked closely at the plans and discovered that it had one toilet and it was an outside toilet. So you'd have to walk outside, down a small path and into the toilet outside. And I thought, well, that's really not going to work for anyone. So, you know, it's those little things that sometimes you've got to cross off your list. And then the part that I dread the most, and every time I've done this, I lose on average 3 to 4 kilos just by busting my hump and moving things about, is the moving, the packing, the boxing, the sorting, the donating, the trips to the tip, the selling of stuff, because we've been here for 3 and a bit years and obviously accumulated a lot of gear. I've really got into my hobbies this year, and something that I've just really, really relished, the chance to actually have more hobbies that are outside of my computer. And writing, I've decided, oh yeah, cool, I'm going to get back into painting models. I've loved doing that. Brewing beer, absolutely adored doing that. And I'm hoping that wherever I end up next has the space, the capacity, or some kind of mini shed just like this one. Because even though it is tiny, it is a bit stuffy, it's a bit sweltery in here at the moment, even though it's raining, there's enough heat. I painted something here the other day and the moisture in the air made it, you know, not dry forever. So that was an interesting experience. But I do like little getaway spaces where I can tinker, where I can film, where I can create. And hopefully we're going to find one of those very, very soon. But yeah, that's just an update. I just wanted to say that this is potentially the last time that I'm going to be uploading anything on this YouTube channel for 2024. Simply due to time constraints. I have some time off coming up in about a week and a half's time. I was going to use that time to relax, recharge. It's been such a busy and stressful year behind the scenes. I thought, yep, I'm just going to switch off, maybe do a bit more YouTube content and throw things up when they come to mind. But as you know, it's all about the boxing and it's all about the cleaning and it's all about getting the place ready because, you know, we've got our final rent inspection because we've got pets here too. We've got to get the place steam cleaned and we've got to get it flea treated and all that kind of stuff. When it stops raining, get the garden all shipshape and everything else. So it is quite the mission. So this is just an update to explain that I will be going, and the next time you see me, potentially, I will be hopefully, you know, all in a brand new place, unboxed and ready to go. Hopefully with an even bigger workspace so I can really explore my hobbies and do more sorts of stuff, but we just don't know. And that's the thing. We've got a few places that we're looking at this week. We've got a real estate agent. Our real estate agent at Ray White has been sensational in helping us look for other places. They understand the predicament we're in. Just wanted you to wish me luck and just wanted to thank you for checking this update out and being part of the channel. Look, if you're at a loose end and you've got about 1,000 friends, please invite them to like the channel. It would be sensational. In my wildest of wildest, I'd love this to absolutely blow up and buy a house. I've got more chance of winning Powerball, let's be honest. But yeah, I just thought, okay, one last time, one last hurrah in this amazing little shed, as messy as it is and as much junk as I've got. Thank you, shed. Thank you, house. Thank you to this wonderful neighbourhood and amazing neighbours that we have. Like, we've just got some sensational people that have been so nice to us and so welcoming since we got here. We're hoping to find a similar neighbourhood like that. And the adventure begins. So that's it. That's enough rambling for today. I've got to get back inside and start packing. I've got to pack up this place eventually. I've got to work out what I'm taking, what's going. Am I ready? No. But we'll see how we go. And thank you for tuning in to this latest update here at One Man Many Plans. I'm hoping there's some supreme good news and some awesome starts to 2025 when we finally get there, moved in and ready to go. Thank you.